Leo, welcome to Illuminated Tarot. My name is Jenna. Today I'm here to do a reading for you for the month of May. We're going to take a look at the overall general energy, what you may not see coming, and get some welcomed and important advice from Spirit. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for tuning in today. Let's get started. I'm first going to be pulling a key element theme for the month. What are you going to be mired in elementally? We're pulling out a little bit more of the frequencies of earth, air. I always want to, whenever I say that, I think of earth, wind, and fire. I almost go in that direction. And if you need a boost, turn a little earth, wind, and fire on. I dare you to be in a bad mood listening to that. I mean, that'll get your groove on. Whenever I need to change, break pattern, get out of a frequency, I turn earth, wind. That's my little life hack, right? Turn that on. It'll put a smile on your face. That's just some high vibes right there. All right. And maybe you're feeling it. Maybe you're in some high vibes. Let's get into what is the theme here in the element for you. Ooh, thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading for Leo. All right, Leo. I'm feeling a lot of happiness coming off you right now. A lot of happiness. Do you feel like you're on the right path? Maybe it was hard to find the path, but you're on the right path. Let's see, what is this? Ooh, you got an earthly path. And look at that! Sunshine. Of course, Leo. Of course. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. My favorite flower, by the way, sunflower. Captures the light. It's sunny, it's happy. You could feel optimistic. We even have, I can't read without my glasses, but you even see a heart-shaped leaf here. You could be getting, sometimes this happens when I'm in a real high frequency. I'll go about in nature and I'll literally see hearts like in the shadow, on the pavement, on a rock, or, a seashell, or it's just weird, right? So you may find Spirit leaving you little tokens, right, of love as you go about your month of May. We have sunshine, optimistic. It's interesting that I felt that energy, and this is what came out. I don't know this deck that well. I didn't even know there was a card that had optimistic written on it. Let the nourishing sun rays shine upon you. Spread your arms to receive the light and love life has to offer. Good fortune and harmony are on your side. Wow. Now, this is a very positive card to get for a month period. So you got a lot of light coming in, sweethearts. You might be getting more sunlight, more vitamin D. You might be appreciating life in a new way. You feel more in harmony with yourself. You might have more harmonious connections coming in. I'm getting like a harmonious vibe here, both within and outside of you. At least the potential for that. Let's get into the tarot. I'm going to go with the Light Seers. Oh, something I'm doing that's a little different. Let me put that in the middle. We're going to clarify this because this is the heart of the reading, right? Is the sun, right? The sun is shining upon your life right now. All eyes on you. Maybe you're radiating, emanating a certain frequency, and you're calling more people to you in the work that you do. If you want to have more of a presence with your work, being seen, noticed, heard, new clients, you taking the lead with projects, this is when, you're just being seen and recognized in a deeper, more profound way, a noticeable way. All right. And I shouldn't say just, but it could come in little ways and big ways where you're actually just going out into the world and people are double taking or they're drawn to your energy. Yeah, that's what this is. Because it's like you're moving through the world and you feel like you're holding the sun inside of you. Actually, I'm in a women's circle and someone just recommended a book called The Little Sun and the Soul, something like that. I think I need to get that book, but for some reason it's kind of reminding me of that book because the way it was described to me. But we're going to be see how we're using all these keys. So I'm trying to unlock the keys, the key codes for the new season for everyone tuning in. So we have the light codes in your opportunity, and then we have more of the shadow codes in your challenge, okay? So I'm going to put those there. We're going to get a code for that. We're going to clarify all that. But now let's go into kind of, I know this is weird. Well, I did the past before. I'm pretty sure your last reading, the past was really clear. Like you had clarity. Or you would gain enough clarity to understand why things happened the way they did. Let's just see what comes out first. Because sometimes this is the overall general energy, but I was kind of getting like this past vibe because I feel like you're already in the sun energy for the month of May. Let me just see what comes out. Oh, wow. This is past energy. Because anything that has to do with pain, it's the past. Yeah. Because I don't feel like this is fresh pain. We've got the Six of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. This actually is fear. I think this is a little bit mix of both. That's why I was like, I don't know. This is a mix of both, Leo. I think that you really want to be generous and giving, but you might have a little fear around that because you don't know. Like you want happiness. You're trying to stay positive about exchanging energy. And the Six of Pentacles is a feeling of generosity. So on the one hand, you really want to open up and experience a deeper connectivity. But there's also, I'm getting a fear around opening up. Now let's go into the near future. Seven of Wands. Yeah. And a need to go within and deepen in your inner resolve to stand firm in the bubble of protection around you. Sometimes this is being challenged by outside forces and staying in your calm center. So you might have people around you that are in pain. And this is around you needing to protect your energy so you don't absorb some of that. Some of you are working with other people in a professional manner, and you want to make sure that you're protecting your energetic space. But when it comes to the exchange of energy and this fear, it's almost like you might have a defense mechanism of putting up safeguards just out of like habit because you've been encountering energies that it was necessary. But I don't know why I'm getting this whole, like, you don't need to have this boundary with this situation. Let's see what's at the bottom. Like, it's important, right, to have, the thresholds of our sovereign selves, right? But there's something that's being, this is the hesitate before you leap kind of energy in May, where you might just be like, is this safe? Are you sure? I'm getting like a shy, like timid vibe off you. Nine of Cups. What you don't see coming is you're taking a leap of faith. And it's almost like one of those things where the greater the risk, the greater the reward here. And there's a part of you that is you're like, let me just keep this to the side just in case. And Spirit's like, don't you want to just jump in? It's like jumping into a body of water with a snowsuit on and it's summer. It's like, what? Yeah, just take off the armor and jump in. I'm getting that kind of vibe, Leo. I'm not sure why. The reason why I'm reading it this way is you have the sun at the heart of this, which is you are feeling optimistic. There's just a little remnant. I feel like there's a little remnant based on a painful experience that left a raw wound that's you're still stitching up, and it's making you encounter energies that are generous with you with like a little like, how do I know you're not here to trick me kind of vibe? All right, let's go into the opportunity. Let's see. Y'all are in a good vibe though, because I feel like joking with you. Whenever I'm kind of joking on camera, I'm feeling your energy. I'm just channeling you all, really. That's all I do. You're watching me to basically watch yourselves. All right. Really, it's funny, isn't it? Okay, Leo, I like your energies. It's really fun. Y'all, it's time to have fun. Okay, it's time to have fun. Creativity, discovery. So this is, get your paintbrushes out, right? Get the coloring book out, whatever it is that you need to do. We are in highly creative energy this week. All the planets are direct for once. Yay. So this first part of May, I think we're riding this high around feeling cautiously optimistic, we'll say, for you, around the potential for happiness. One of the ways the divine wants to connect with you is through creative expression. It gets you out of your busy mind to feel, listen, and know how best to flow the energy through you. You're being called to tap into your creative side, to reconnect and discover many talents. Be open to the process and let it flow without judging yourself. So whether you want to write, play music, paint, I mean, what's nice about life is that we always have an opportunity to turn the page and open up a new chapter of discovery. I'm a lifelong learner. My whole life, I'm always learning something, whether you want to learn. I mean, I've taken language courses as an adult, take a cooking class, anything you're curious about that you want to learn more about, do it. So you could be turning over you could find that you're really good at something that you didn't think you were good at because you'd never tried it before. I like that though. Creativity is fun. All right. What are some of the other energies that you're working with? So I see we'll see this opportunity as a very, Page of Swords type of energy, because that's a real creative card, or a Page of Wands. It's like something new in your life. It could be as somebody new, but this is about you kind of co-creating with spirit and doing some new hobbies. It looks like it's going to bring a lot of fun and sun into your days doing this regularly. Some of you are artists. And you're going to have some breakthroughs in whatever your craft is. Old wounds. Yeah, because we do have wounds showing out. Remember I told you a little rawness, a little timidness around taking a leap of faith into this Nine of Cups. We have old wounds and patterns. We attract what we need to heal. Often we find ourselves attracting the same type of people or situations that are not the best for us. Until we choose to find the common denominator of what we need to heal and release, the cycle will continue. Well, look at that. She's leaning back some of you are being drawn to the mat. More deepening more in your meditation yoga practices for those of you who do those kind of practices, because she's in a deep backward bend, which I don't know about y'all, but that's one of the most feared, like, oh, I'm not ready for this, when you go into deep back bend and you open up. It's so freeing, but it can take a lot to really open up the heart chakra. And that's what it kind of felt like. Spirit saying, the sun's out, go out and play. It's time to be creative and to open up, but you might feel like a little bit scared to do so. I'm getting that from you. Go within to heal the pain layer by layer to find joy again. I think that's what you've been doing. You've been breaking cycles, breaking patterns, healing the pain layer by layer and finding more joy. And I think it's almost like the more you give to the part of you that is filling up with joy and creativity, the more that the painful energies will recede. The greater, they will recede. It's like some sort of painful experience is draining out of you, Leo. And you could be taking and alchemizing that energy, some of those remnants, and creating art out of it. Feels like it. All right. Let's now go into clarifying. Let's go into clarifying. Since this is the heart of the reading, I want to go into. No, they told me to wait. I've been doing that last. We'll wait on this on the sun. Maybe, yeah. That might be an energy for y'all. Maybe you feel like I've got too much to do. I don't have time to play. So make sure that you set aside time every day to be playful. Let's look at this energy. The Three of Swords that came out with the Six of Pentacles. King of Cups, Six of Wands, Judgment. Yeah. Wow. This is to open or not to open. That is the question. There's a lot of victory in you stepping into your emotional intelligence and turning the page. You're going through a deep renewal process. It's almost like I see an energy coming towards you that's going to make you feel really good. Almost like it'll make the shadow of pain that you've had to go through recently, sometimes even like all of it. This is when someone comes along on your path that just breaks your heart open and you can't help but love this person. I think that if you've been calling in a deeper love, now this could be a spiritual friend or it could be a romantic love. Okay. It feels like an either or. because it's different for all of you. But if you've been calling in this feeling of triumph around a renewal in your heart and calling in an energy that really matches your frequency, you know, like, wow, this person really, it's like, I feel at home here. That's what I mean. And it's almost like it's replacing what wasn't home. That's what it feels like this month in May. You have someone coming in. And it could be stirring, you know, whenever it's almost like a muse type of vibe. You could feel inspired by someone coming into your life in their frequency, and it kind of gets you kind of creating, right? Creating art. Sometimes this is like when you meet someone, and I've had this happen too when I've met real deep kindred spirits on my path, and I feel like this really new energy coming into my heart space, and then I just start writing poetry, and I start kind of looking at the world, this dreamy kind of energy. There's a reason why I started this out with Earth, Wind, and Fire, folks. All right, let's go into creativity. Wow. You do have a new beginning. Oh, wow. Leo. Did I start out with Earth, Wind, and Fire? I don't know. Was I just thinking that? I don't know. If I didn't mention Earth, Wind, and Fire, I'm feeling those vibes right now because I'm clarifying that card of creativity around discovering like this curiosity, this new experience. It feels like a very like page energy, something new. This new, while you may be doing your art and you're being inspired to open your heart because you're receiving an energy that matches yours, this is like life transforming energy, Leo. It's like this energy is going to change your life. You have the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Death. This is the good kind of death. It's like, wow, meeting this person is changing my entire worldview. Like, I feel like you're meeting a kindred spirit. And you two are going to really inspire the hell out of each other to create a lot. It's going to transform both of you. This is when you can't help be transfixed by the way two people come together and create magic. That's why you have the sun at the heart of this. It's happiness, it's bliss, it's harmonious relationships, it's happy family, divine inspiration. Your life is transforming in profound ways. You're on a very beautiful timeline here. You're on the right timeline. Maybe one that you had to really go through a lot of pain to reach within. See, you reach that vibration inside, and then energies start to come. You summon it. There's a reason sometimes I don't always look. This has to do with a new beginning in love. It's a new beginning. Now, when I say that, you take that as it resonates. It could literally be falling in love with somebody new in your life. It could be you recognizing how beautiful your journey is despite the pain. You could be feeling like a new love vibe, right? That's what Ace of Cups is. It's a new vibe of love. However you want to apply it. It could be as specific or as broad as you want it to be. Wow. I kind of want to just sit here. It's like sitting on a sunny day, looking out at the vast ocean, having the most delicious foods, like perfectly ripened grapes, you know, like a platter of fruit. And just looking at somebody beside you and just saying, you know what, I'm at home here. They may not be literally beside you, but it's like you feel at home. It's like feeling at home within and feeling at home with others. Because 10 of Cups is your soul family. And a new beginning with soul family that's going to change your life. Wow. Okay, let's go into the old wounds, though. The old wounds, it's like, remember that energy I started with, like that timid energy? There you are, strength. You are showing up so strongly. I think your last reading, you were so strongly showing up for yourself. We have the Strength, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Swords. Wow. This new bond is going to be you two. If you have not talked yet, you might not have even met this person, some of you. It's going to be I think that the talking, the communicating, the conversing is going to help with any kind of residual fear around old wounding. This is also you coming into divine alignment with your courage, right? I think, yeah, it was like something around your lion heart last time. Even I think strength came out in your challenge. So your challenge this month is to not look at a new beginning through the distorted lens or perception of something that isn't matching your frequency, because I'm seeing a match here and a rebirth because of it. I mean, this is air energy. If I were to name, now this, I'm an air sign though, one of the best couples, because isn't it not the way we communicate our wants, needs, feelings, emotions? See, you can feel all kinds of things. You could meet the most amazing, like, love in someone, but it doesn't mean they're going to communicate it, right? King and Queen of Swords. This couple, they communicate. And if you're trying to call in that, it's been a challenge for you to meet that energy outside of you. Why can't I meet somebody who can communicate, who can speak about their wants, needs, emotions, feelings? I feel like once you started to really communicate with yourself and really listen and hone in, you started to bridge that gap. You started to learn about your programming, about your limited beliefs. And I think there's something too, they're telling me that there's something around strength of convictions, your truth and integrity, that has been compromised in the past, and you now have fully integrated that, and you won't be compromising that in the future. I think you're a little worried about that. 7 of Wands. That's why you're like, I think we're going to see some heart come in here in the 7 of Wands in the near future. Let's see. But this is called integration in your air energy, taming your fire, being more practical, logical when it comes to new situations, but open. There just feels like a meeting of the minds going on here with this new energy. You could even be channeling information from spirit, a lot of you, and you're like, you're becoming a clear channel. That's also a side note from a professional standpoint. You might have been challenged around that, knowing that you want information to be poured through you, but feeling like you second guess it. All right, 7 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Yeah, lots of healing. There you go. There you go. Wow, Leo. You all are like rising like nobody's business in a new frequency. I see now why you have the 7 of Wands. All right, I'll give it to you. It's fine. It's fine. You're finding that light within. And it's coming through the pathway of taking a break when needed, resting, because you're really wrapping up a tremendous cycle where your reward and recognition comes by protecting your energy and doing a lot of healing as a light worker and grounding. Stability has been very important for you to create. And I think maybe something was misaligned in the past and you've been kind of working on course correcting sense in self, in your life, creating more stability that's yours, not attached to a partnership. And now that you have, I feel like you have a lot to offer. You have a lot to offer. That's why I feel like you're taking a risk and jumping into something new, because you're looking at where you are now and you're like, well, I really like it, but maybe it'd be nice to share more of myself with others, whether it's in, pursuing a passion in a new side hustle, or creating art to allow these energies to pour through you and give that as a service to humanity, or it's in creating new connection that feels stable to you and long term. I see you in a really good energy, Leo, in May. It hasn't been an easy cycle. You may have had a brutal ending. Feels like it was a little while ago, but you're recovering. All right, before we go into what you don't see coming, I want to clarify the sun at the heart of this reading. King of Wands. There's your fire energy. Page of Cups. What'd I tell you? Interesting. 10 of Wands. Yeah. You've had a hard time with new love energy and allowing that to unfold and deepen. I'm getting that when it comes to the sun energy, it is hard to keep your heart open. But I think what you're learning is that you are strongly attracted to something new, and Spirit just wants you to have fun with it and not look at what could be hard about it. That's what it feels like. Because there might be some elements to a new beginning for you where you're looking at it and going, well, this could be really hard. And Spirit's like, well, your reality is based on your perception. And it's like you have the opportunity to see a lot of different angles of something, especially with this air energy, where you could look at it and look at how it could potentially be a rough road for you getting onto this path. But there's something about it that's pulling you to it. It's almost like you're very curious because you think that there's going to be a lot of happiness here, and you're right. Just try not to carry with you any feeling of hardship or burden when it comes to opening up to something new. It's almost like if you've had a lot of misaligned energies in your life, or missed opportunities, or one-offs, or things that just were short-term. You're showing me that you've wrapped up a cycle where now you've created so much stability. You're like the Rock of Gibraltar. You're like, I'm stable. I've created this life. If I have a new energy coming toward me, especially if it's a new love offer, looks like you have a new love coming towards you, okay? Someone who's coming, there's an attraction here. There's an open-heartedness. I mean, we have 3 kings. There's also you standing in your power and your divine masculine, but there's a softening to it as well. The only queen, we have 2 queens too. This is a lot of alignment. I feel like you're coming into alignment with somebody in a very profound way. And you two can look at it like, this could be hard, but let's just allow ourselves to bask in the light of this. It's like, don't put the cart before the horse kind of mentality. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy that the 2 of you have aligned. And try not to make it be a hard thing. There's a lot of happiness here. This could be somebody you've been dealing with. There's a lot of passion here. Whenever I see the Sun and the King of Wands beside each other with the Page of Cups, there's an opportunity to experience a lot of fun, playfulness, excitement, passion, especially with that Ace of Wands there. Feels balanced. This feels like a very balanced energy. I don't often see this in a reading. Just don't look at it like it's going to be a hard journey. Looks like it's going to be fun. All right, 9 of Cups. 8 of Wands. More fire. It also could be you trying to launch a project and trying to see it through here. Don't give up. You have the energy. If anything, I just need to tell you that the heart of the sun, you have the energy of the sun. So whatever feels hard, it is some type of wish fulfillment. Wow. And the moon in reverse. There's nothing shadowy about this. This is pure. This is pure, unadulterated joy. We have the 9 of Cups with the 8 of... This is almost like divinely sent. Kindred soul. This could be a friendship. There's no secrets here. It's like you two are like 100% laying yourselves bare, vulnerable. The moon in reverse. Wow. 3 of Cups. It's a celebration. Transparency is beautiful. Yeah. Wow. That might be your title. Transparency is beautiful. And maybe that's what you haven't had. Maybe you're a very transparent, authentic person who operates like the sun, right? You're a Leo. You are the sun. And maybe you've had people that were in opposition to that. Maybe it's time for you to see how beautiful you are. It's time for something new to come into your life. It's like heavenly sent. Okay, we'll call it that. I mean, the 9 of Cups with the 8 of Wands right next to it. That's heavenly sent. And it's almost like a reunion with somebody. And I'm seeing this a lot, even in my friendships and people that I'm talking to, right, in my spiritual circles. A lot of people are connecting right now. People on the soul path. It's like, where have you been all my life kind of energy? I've been waiting for you. Why did we wait this long to meet up in this incarnation? Come on now. Yeah, almost like a, you know, like, welcome back, you know? Wow. What a beautiful energy. Yeah. You're moving out of heartbreak into a divine union. It's what it feels like, platonic or romantic. And I think you're scared because you've had a lot of pain around emotional reciprocity. There's a lot of communication coming in. You're in a powerful period of manifestation. The energy, just don't hold on to any kind of mental anguish or stress around something that looks like you're getting a green light here. This is definitely like, transparency is beautiful. Okay, that's your mantra this month. Transparency is beautiful. Be transparent with your co-creation. Be transparent, be authentic, Leo. It's beautiful. This is beautiful. All right, let's get a Chinese 5-element oracle to send you on your way. I just did the collective reading, and that's my theme song for this week. When you watch this, is Rusted Roots. Send on your way. There's something about send me on my way. Yeah, go listen to that song. All right, Earth Ox. Wow, this is a very zen. I love it. You're on the path of abundance. One with the universe. One with the universe. Some of you work really deeply with chi. Chi. Let's read this. 26 going into 8. Abundance. Earth Ox. Some of you are born in ox years, right? You have, in the Chinese zodiac, you are oxes. All right. This card is a reminder for you to return to your center whenever you feel like you're losing your focus. You've been patiently working toward your dreams and creating a solid foundation for abundance. Your resilience and dedication have been noticed by your allies and mentors who can guide you further on the path. Keep doing the work and trust that support will be there when you need it. Stay in your center to keep your connection to Mother Earth strongly emphasized in this pillar with Yin Earth in both the heavenly frequency and animal sign. Practices that engage the mind, body, and spirit, such as dance, tai chi, yoga, and martial arts, bring alignment to the 3 energy centers. Interesting how I talked about yoga here and releasing old patterns. You might need to release, the body keeps score. You might need to move a lot of that out of the somatic tissues, which is just wringing out the body, right, of old residual energies. When we are aligned, what we say, feel, think, and do are in harmony. Keep your centers aligned and connected to Earth by living in truth, right? That's what I'm getting here. Live in truth. This is really beautiful alignment. I feel like you're on a pathway of new discoveries, and they're called it's called pleasure, emotional fulfillment, desire, rejoicing in abundance. It's like you've come out of the shadows of your limited beliefs, of your subconscious programming, and now Spirit is delivering you a heavenly package of something beautiful. It feels, whatever this is, it feels like you're stepping into something really beautiful. What have I not done? Let's get some advice. Yeah? Did I not do advice? I got kind of lost in the energies, y'all. It just feels like this beautiful dance. Beautiful dance. Yeah, manifesting. You're putting energy towards a manifestation. Okay? You certainly are. Let's get some advice. I think I read the Chinese 5-element oracle too soon. Normally I do that last. Yeah, I'm not seeing another deck. Yeah. Let's get some advice. Let's get some advice. Everyone's been getting the 4 of Pentacles. Life has taught us to either hold on or let go. What are you doing? Yeah. I think that this is a time period where you're like, 4 of Pentacles is kind of a tricky card in the tarot because it's like, it's sometimes a stance of pulling your energy back. Sometimes it's a stance of holding on and clinging. In this case, it feels like you're looking back. 4 of Pentacles at what you didn't get in something. And you're turning your attention towards something new coming in. Page of Swords. It's like, don't look at what you have to release any more than you already have. Honor it, bless it, be thankful for it, because you're in a very strong karmic, dharmic blessing period in your life where you have, it's like you have like this new coming in the aftermath of a lot of loss. And it's like, stay curious, stay open. Again, what I started out with, you're on a new path of a very, very a potent path of enlightened, heightened creativity in your own frequency, and you're meeting it on the outside of you now of like kind, right? You're one of my kind. I'm getting that NXS song. Something like that. You're meeting frequencies that match yours out in the world in May. And I think that it's time to let go of the people where it was misaligned, right? People that were operating in shadow. I love it. Leo, I hope you have a great month. Namaste.